Hello, everyone. My name is Nicole Tishkowitz Springer. I'm an admissions counselor at IFSA. I currently advise for the LSE, KCL, and UCL programs, as well as a couple of other programs in the UK. I wanted to provide this walkthrough of the course interest form, just in case you had some questions about how to navigate your portal specifically, and hopefully to kind of help you with this particular form. So this is what a student IFSA portal would look like. Let's say I have more than one application. In this case, I have Pembroke as one. I'm going to go to just switch application at the top here and go to my UCL Fall 2022 application. So this will show exactly the status of each particular item. So I'm going to go to the class interest form. The introduction gives me some background as to how to complete this particular form. So there's some information about the SLADE in terms of like art and other information. However, what I would say is if you're looking for more information about academics and restrictions, on this page, you'll see where it says our website. You just click here. I'll take you straight to the UCL IFSA portal or the IFSA website, excuse me, on there. Go to academics, and under courses, you can see information about different courses and also a link to chart and the UCL course catalog of available courses. This is where you're going to choose your classes from. Chart is great for being able to see classes that may have been pre-approved in the past at your respective institution, and even classes that have been recently taken by IFSA students that have been inputted previously, like spring 2022 or even before. However, for the most updated classes that are available by UCL for your respective term, it's important to go to the course catalog. So this is where you're going to want to start off. So information about different departments in terms of limited capacity will be communicated shortly, but this is where information is going to go in terms of credit hours and other information. Course restrictions will give information about departments, so you can kind of see like GPA requirements and other information that may be applicable to any home department or joint department that you're looking to apply to. So for the application specifically, you're obviously looking at our website for information that may not be available for departments. For affiliate students is what they call them at UCL. So visiting students are called affiliate students. Choose your courses from the UCL course catalog. Use chart for course equivalency to input your courses. And just to kind of show you that, you go to chart and request class equivalency project. This is one of the greatest things about chart because it's going to allow you to, where if there are courses that you must take, econometrics or anything of the sort, this is where you're going to be able to input this and actually get a individualized list of courses that will be related to you and the particular institutions in the UK. And you can actually list which particular colleges. So you can say which region and you can just say UCL if you wanted to. So in this case, I can do that. But if you have a backup, or you're thinking about another backup program that your school approves you to also attend through IFSA, you can also select those here in these different regions. You will enter the class code that is at your home institutions where you're currently enrolled in, the class name, and add that course. Add your study abroad advisor's name and also their email, so they'll get this report too at the same time when you get it. And this will be great because it allows them to advise with you as you're going through these particular, this kind of course equivalency and the courses that may be able to match the class at your home institution and at UCL. And of course, there's some other great resources here, but this will be really, really helpful just kind of doing the equivalency project. So that's what that was for. So let's go for the submission phase. You're going to have to list 4 courses under the home department. So that's what you're going to do to basically illustrate your interest specifically. And I'll also kind of show you for UCL what that means by that. So on their main website, and maybe what I might have to do is go to how to apply. You can see the information that they need, which is already communicated through our IFSA portal. So there's nothing here you're going to have to download or do differently. As you notice here, our deadline is sooner. Again, the sooner that you submit an application and we review, and it's really at the best quality that is needed to submit to UCL, the better. So again, this is to make sure that it's you are at least top of the list for consideration by having it at an earlier deadline rather than waiting to the last minute or at a later point in time. So that's why this will differ. But our deadline specifically is March 1st, not the 31st, even though it is for UCL. Anyways, so module selection, as you can see here, Your module preferences will be collected via your online application, which is what this course interest form is doing. And you'll be able to select modules once you have completed the pre-enrollment process online. This will occur after acceptance and prior to actually going to UCL. So that pre-enrollment process is a bit later in this particular aspect. So again, the selection of courses that are showing the course catalog is from 2020-21. Some departments are already in the process of updating the courses. So you may see that an example is History of Art. But again, some modules that may have previously been available may not be available now. But again, that's just kind of where it is at the moment. If there's particular courses that you absolutely need to know right now, just keep in mind that it may not be possible for them to find out at the moment, or it may take some time. So that's just kind of how it kind of is, unfortunately, right now, just with the timing. So we can still inquire, but it still may take up to a few weeks to at least get that information to make an inquiry. So just keep in mind about this particular aspect of these are guides, but again, the actual enrollment and pre-enrollment will take place later. So this is what this is intending to do. So you're picking 4 courses under a home department. This is the department that you are looking to take the majority of your classes, and really you're indicating your primary interest. So this is the most important aspect specifically of what you're doing at the moment. I'm trying to see if I can find more information about this as well from UCL, just so you can kind of see a bit more. But yeah, pretty much that's kind of the main thing. You're indicating your interest in terms of the department and courses that you're interested in taking. Does not necessarily bind you to those courses. You can also choose a joint department, but it's not required. So this will be another department that's going to consider your candidacy as well. Selecting courses under the additional departments is not required at this particular phase. So again, you just need to do the 4 classes under the home, and then if you want a joint department, you'll select it. That's all you need. But you can still list classes for planning purposes. So if you know that you want to maybe take additional courses at this point, you can actually list those there for your convenience. But definitely adding no more than 2 in each of those additional departments to be considered for if you would like. After the submission phase, however, this is kind of a planning document as well. Just to keep in mind, just so you're aware, you have to take at least 50% of your courses, so at least 2, but a maximum of 4. So you can do all 4 classes that you're taking for the semester in the home department, or you can do 2 in your home, and then, for example, 2 in your joint department. Or you can further divide that even more into other departments as well, and that's what the point 2 is also saying. So if you apply to a joint department, 50% of your classes or 2 must be from your home department, 25% of your courses, or just 1, must be in the joint department, and then you can choose one from another department as well. Again, all of this is going to be communicated as a pre-enrollment should you be accepted to UCL, but this is, again, at a much later point. But you can still start thinking about this if this is something that you want to do as well, and to be able to consider that. Below this are just some FAQs previously to give kind of an idea of first-year courses, second-year courses, third-year courses in terms of the equivalency, tuition fees like band 1, band 2, and to give you a sense of what I mean by that in terms of what is band 1, what is band 4, what does that mean with particular courses, I'm going to go to, let's say, chemistry, and let me go to study broad guide chemistry. You'll see under tuition fees, it says band 2. So this is how UCL specifically bills, and then they invoice IFSA. So if you go to our website and you go to dates and fees, if you go down a little bit, you'll see academic fees, and it'll tell you the different bands and the different prices, different prices in terms of how they bill. So supplemental fee will be in addition. So it's in addition to what it is. So band 1 courses do not have a supplemental fee, but band 2 or 5, you'll see has a $4,930 supplemental fee. So really looking at this as well, just to get an idea of the additional fees that you may incur as a result of that as well. And also make sure you're looking at academic year versus just a semester too. So this is giving you a little more information about what this actually looks like. Alrighty, so moving forward, once you go to next, so choose a home department. So again, how I would look at this specifically is academics. Just look at this list, and there'll be more information I'll communicate by Monday, but just wanted to give you an idea. So I'm going to say, for example, like anthropology, maybe a home department, or actually I'll do history of art. And maybe I also do history as another department for joint consideration. So I'm going to do that. And then let's say, for example, okay, I also want to consider maybe as like a backup department, or we do classes in another department. I want to do possibly anthropology, or be considered for maybe political science. Again, these should also align with your background, what's listed on your transcript in terms of background. So making sure you have a sufficient courses. So at least I would say 3 classes at the least. All right, so how to interpret this? So there are 4 classes. So I need to take 4 classes because I'm enrolled in 1 semester. So again, this is just giving the kind of the breakdown of these different courses. But the most important thing is how many classes are remaining. So I'm going to go here to add a class. I'm just going to type in history of art, and it has a code. And again, I can obviously just kind of click these buttons here. But again, the most important thing is that I'm going to the course catalog specifically. So course catalog, and I'm going to check out 0006 and check that it's also in fall. So I'm going to type in HERT 006. And then gives you more information about this particular course. So this is where I'm going to get the information to make sure that this is exactly where I want to actually be for this particular course. In this case, for the academic year, sometimes it doesn't necessarily give me the most information in terms of like which department, which particular semester it's offered in. So what I would say in this case is look at the term. So term 1 is going to be fall. Term 2 is going to be in the spring. So first semester, fall, second semester, spring. So in this case, it's in the right term. We're good. So I can then just add this course and then move on. I also want to click the department, so home. In this case, because remember we need to take 4 classes, I need to make sure that I am choosing the 4. So I'm going to do another history of art class. I'm going to check out 0558. And then another way, if you want to do this instead, is there should be, I think I sent a link as well about the departments. You can go to the department list, history of art. Sometimes they're really a lot easier to utilize. And as you can see, this is a band 1, so there's no supplemental fees for history of art courses. GPA requirement 3.3. And then I can see a whole list of availability. And this is actually updated. So in this case, looking at 0558, so 0558. And in this case, as you can see, it is not available. So this would be a case where I would not be able to add that course. So I'm going to try to do another one, 0163. Okay, 0153, but I don't see 0163, so that's not available. So I'm going to check another one. So this is where it's important to really check what is offered here on chart and also what's on the actual department listing. So let's say in this case, you know, I see here, I want to take this Heart 0032 course. Perfect. I'm going to search. I don't see it. Well, I'll then try the methodologies of art history. Another thing to check out is making sure you're clicking the actual course. And you're also checking to see if there are any prerequisites that are listed as well. So I'm going to check here, methodologies of history of art, and it does come up. So sometimes if you type in the code, it won't show up, but if you type in the whole name, it does. So in this case, it's fall. It matches as well. Perfect. And I'm going to add it. Perfect. So history of art, and again, I'm choosing 4 classes when it comes to this particular department. Even if though it has these other courses, because I selected other departments, I still am choosing 4 specifically from my home department. So I'm going to choose I'm going to choose this course 0031. My department is going to be history of art home. And then I'm going to check out 0094. So in this case, this is offered fall term and spring term. And in this case, it's not coming up on chart because it might have been a class that someone has really taken or is new. So I'm going to go to unlisted class. type in the class name. The code here is abstraction, so 0094, HRT 0094, host institution, and then add class. And then again, history of art home. And if, for example, this course is something that I need to specify as a class I need to take as part of my degree requirement, I can select any of these. So in this case, I'm just going to say all of them as a degree requirement. In terms of like preferences, I can move these down or I can move them up, which is great. So in this case, I did select a joint department. So what I'm going to try to do is obviously I cannot go to next. So I still need to add some courses in here as well. Now keep in mind, I did what I needed for the submission phase, but I still need to add in the other courses that I'm thinking about planning or I'm thinking about for after the submission phase. So I'm going to add in a history course. And go back to the department listing. Band 1, so no supplemental fees here. I'm going to try slavery in the classical world. It's not offered, or it's not in chart, so I'm going to add this here. And then HIST 0221. Just make sure I have that right. And then add class. So I completed that part. And then same thing. I need to do at least 2 in each one. So I'm going to continue until these basically get back to 0. So then once I have that, then I know that I have finished the form. So at the minimum, I need to make sure I have 4 in the home department and then adding 2 or adding, I believe it's just 1 in the additional ones as well. So that's the minimum, it's 25%. So that's all it really is on that case when it comes to filling out the course interest form. I'll then save for later in this case. It'll take a moment to save. And then you can see it still has started. So hopefully that is a little bit helpful in terms of filling out the course interest form. Again, there is more information that is needed on that form when it comes to like different courses and stuff, but hopefully it does also give you a little bit of a sense of planning and things like that in other departments that you might be considering as like a backup or even taking courses in as well. So hopefully this has been helpful. This is a kind of brief walkthrough of the course interest form. My name is Nicole Springer, admissions counselor for IFSA. My email is nspringer@ifsa-butler.org. Feel free to email me if you have any questions or admissions@ifsa-butler.org. Thank you.